Good afternoon. It is Barbara, the East Coast Dragon Lady, coming to you on a Sunday at the beginning of August. And I haven't even updated my calendar. I'm just looking over on the other wall and realizing that I need to update my calendar. So we're a few days off the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal. And again, it's always, I think I mentioned this last week, that it always fascinates me. The Lionsgate portal always opens usually a week before, and I think through to next week. So it's like a 2-week portal, and a lot has been happening. It's definitely an interesting portal. I've actually been connecting with the Lyrans, the mainly galactic connections this week, but the Lyrans, which of course is part of Lionsgate, also seeing cat-like, not just lion. So I have a beautiful white lion and male and female lion and lioness, who are my Lyran guides. But I've been seeing more cat-like. The other day when I was doing the Egyptian 5-day connection, I saw what looked like a black cat, but had yellow spots over him. Beautiful, vibrant blue eyes. He was a Lyran. So Lyrans are like a lot of extraterrestrials. They're all different types of cat and lion features. And you can, certainly if you do AI, you can find quite a few of those. But yeah, it's definitely, I connected with them many years ago. And as Lionsgate opens, I feel that energy of the lion, of being very, I'm hearing prideful. So it's like pride in, they're called a pride of lions. So they're very prideful. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought to use that word. That's what I'm hearing. They're very prideful. Nice energy. Very strong. I think a lot of us embody that, and that's what they're showing me, that as we move through the Lionsgate, we will be embodying that energy. So I did a channeled message 2 days ago, which as I had pointed out, when I've done a couple of meditations, and when I've been giving, I was doing taking people on a meditative journey, and this beautiful energy came in, galactic energy came in for me to channel, and that's what I did. And they're telling me, and it's I said it felt like, for me, it felt like I had something in my outbox that I hadn't pressed send. But it feels like as they come in, they sort of sit out, just outside our aura is what they're telling me, and sort of make sure that we're aware that they want to come through and give a message. So yeah, that's all been interesting. And it's all happened, a lot of coincidences, a lot of connecting the dots with the Vatican dragons, this message that I've been getting from the One, which is the One. It's said in one source is what they're saying. It's like they're saying you don't need to explain anymore. So one source, one love, one energy, one light, one vibration. And I've seen these as star beings, and they are coming in as these huge balls. I'm seeing them like big, almost like, some of you may not know this, but disco balls, which glitter, but they've got sparks coming off them, and they're coming into Earth. And they again gave me that message that there were new extraterrestrials were coming in, new children being born, new memories, the changing of the guard. They reminded me of the message yesterday that was about changing of the guard. They're saying it's because as we ascend, we need high vibrational beings. Lots of galactics are very interested in what's going on on Mother Earth right now. If you didn't see, go on to my YouTube channel, and it'll be the next video below this one. So I'm pulling some goddess cards. So Isis has come through past life. So I'm still on my excuse me, my journey of I'm pursuing QHHT, which is Dolores Cannon's past life regression. I'm about 75% through the video course. So Isis has come through today. The situation involves your past life memories. So I think that's speaking to me as Lionsgate has opened. It has opened a portal so that we can have those memories. They're coming through for our good, for us to remember, to be able to end chapters and start new chapters. And Isis, of course, was a Egyptian goddess. And Diana, I've got two, that's interesting. So Goddess Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So she's got an arrow, bow and arrow there as well. This one came up this week. And Irene brings us peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. It's an interesting way of spelling Irene. I think it's it's the Gaelic way, E-I-R-E-E-N, Irene. So we've got Isis, Irene, and Diana as the goddesses for this week. I'm getting the fairies have some messages for us, and I think the unicorns as well. Of course, the crows have also been very active this week. I haven't physically seen my crow, but certainly the energy of the crow has been around, as there have been very meaningful cards come through. So the fairies are showing us we have financial flow for this week. Awaken to your true self. And they're saying one more. Happily ever after. So it all ends well. We've had this card quite a few times. I always find it interesting. I shuffle these cards and I shuffle them and the same ones come out. Oh, now they want to throw everything at me. So they're telling me shuffle them again. Look inside yourself. So that's my insecurity speaking, right? And look, here's portal. There's a portal here. So I was just talking about the 8-8 portal. Look inside yourself. All right, now they want to be chatty. Stand your ground. And let go. So that's pretty clear from the fairies. Let's see what the unicorns have got to say. Thankfully, it has cooled down to a more normal, like summer weather here. Even though, is it this week? I don't know. I don't know where the weeks are gone. I did actually post. I was in my office this week, and I came out to my car. It was it was the hottest days. Actually, July has been the hottest on record, especially here in the northeast. I came out to get in my car, and it was 111, I didn't know my thermometer in my car went that high, but it was 111. It did drop to 100 when I got on the highway, and then by the time I got home, it dropped down to 98. But we've had it extremely hot for the Northeast. Intuition. Listen to your inner wisdom. So again, this is about us going inward and listening to those voices. Service. Service with an open heart is the key to satisfaction. So service with an open heart. So that's like, don't do it because you feel you have to. Do it because you want to. Soul satisfaction. Aim for that which makes your soul rejoice. So, yeah, that's about doing what's good for your soul. All right, there go one more. Okay, then I go to the crows. Wishes. Be careful what you wish for, as one wish will be granted. So that's the unicorns. You can see the white horse because they are horses. Unicorn, the white unicorn by the well, the wishing well. Okay. And the last one is seeking good. Look for the good in your current situation. So often we forget. We're so busy looking outside of what's going on here that we forget to look for the good in the current situation. I always remember years ago when Oprah Winfrey had her show, and it was everybody was watching the Oprah show, and she was talking, and this was what really stuck with me, was about being grateful. And oftentimes we're like, well, I don't know what I'm grateful for. And she was saying it's as simple. She was talking about writing a gratuity, to write down each day what you were grateful for. And journaling was the word I was looking for, to write down what you're grateful for. And she was saying it's as simple as, I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that the sun is shining. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have food to put on the table. I'm grateful, it just goes on. I'm grateful for the air I breathe. It's as simple as that. It's being grateful for being in this body. I talk a lot about our soul borrowing this body. So we chose to be born into this body to have this experience here on earth. Observation is the crow. The crows love to... There's a spider's web there. Can you see that? And he's observing the fly. There's a couple of flies trapped in there. I'll read what that has. And grief. Oh, interesting. I was just talking about this to somebody else. Grief. There. Oh, I see. There's one of the crows is on the ground, and they put rocks all around the crow. And the two crows standing over him have actually completed that circle. There's a heart there. So that's a beautiful message. It also reminds me that for the longest time, I did some work with, you may remember that I did work with my own dragon chakra, my chakra dragons. I'm having word retrieval today with my chakra dragons. And in each one of my chakras, when I went in to see what was to be cleared, was grief in every single one. And I was like, grief, that sort of didn't speak to me, but it was because I've held on for so long to so much stuff that when I dug deeper, the grief became abandonment. And if we hold on for too long, all this goes out into our aura, it gets stuck in our chakras. And, once I recognized that a lot of what I thought was grief or fear or forgiveness, even, once I put all those together, it was about me feeling abandoned in this current lifetime. And what were those lessons, and who was it within doing inner child work? Who did I need to address about those abandonment issues? And it wasn't just like my mother and my father, because it wasn't, even though my father left when he was 60, which was cut short, I never really felt abandoned by him, but I never felt I had a true mother. So I did feel abandoned by her, and I certainly felt abandoned by my ex-husband. And again, a lot of it for me, I'm now understanding, is I came in with contracts from my past lives, because I had many lives, and this is for a lot of us. We've had lives as monks, as nuns, as serving God, or in some role where we lived in we took a vow of poverty, a vow of celibacy, that we chose to, walk with lack of, because it was deemed that was the right thing to do, and we didn't clear that karma, and we have come back to keep learning those lessons. And I've certainly, as you know, I've connected with the Vatican, and being at the Vatican at a time when there were secret societies, and there were the Vatican dragons. There was a lot of nuns that I was one of in the Order of the White Rose, and I've met a few of you now in this lifetime that have those memories of being in the Order of the White Rose, which was a secret. It was not known. Well, it was kept a secret in the Vatican because we all needed that. And I was actually Sister Rose. And there were so many things from that lifetime that I brought into this lifetime that I'm learning to clear and let go of. But I need to have those memories to help other people as well. So it's interesting. And again, this week has been about I've heard other people talking about the same things that I've been connecting with and having aha moments. So I find that all extremely exciting. As I've said, my own dragons haven't left me, just that they've put me in front of them, and they have said, this path, you're stepping onto this new path and I've always felt that I needed to do work or help people with work around their souls. And now that I've found Dolores Cannon's QHHT, this is where I can help people by doing hypnosis and past life regression to find out what it is they need to clear. So I'm really excited to step onto that path. I'm allowing myself to go through this process because I'm often somebody, I want to rush something to get to where I think I should be. And I feel this is a process I've got to slowly go into. So I'm still offering things around dragons. I'm still doing dragon oracle readings. A few people have been reaching out for things that are going on in their lives that they want some direction with. So feel free to reach out to me, and if I can help you, I will. So I was going to read about observation 34. But I do think it's interesting that to see 34, this is short. The crow watches the spider, intrigued by how it catches its meals. The crow could simply pluck that spider right up, but instead it decides to learn a little first. Observation asks that you hold back from reacting and take some time to analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself given time. This card may also indicate that you would be better served by being a spectator and staying out of the situation. You will learn more from listening than from talking. So just what I said, right? Taking it slow, being the observer. And 22, I just want, grief is short as well. Crows make time to grieve. They have funerals and gather solemnly around their fallen friend in silence. It is essential to allow yourself time to feel sadness for loss. Honor the memory and express your emotions. Healing begins the moment you confront the source of your pain. Grief may appear if you have suppressed emotions around a loss. For growth to take place, you must address an ending, which allows for closure. There is no right way or wrong way to grieve. This is a ritual that is unique to you. Make time to mourn. Allow the feelings to surface, because there are important lessons within the sorrow for living. So allow the feelings to surface because there are important lessons within the sorrow for the living. So I don't want to be too morbid there, but I think we can learn so much from animals and so much from how nature does things so that we can mimic it. Let me see. This is Kyle Gray's Angel Guide. Let's just see what the end on the angels. So again, I have to learn to ask every time I do this. But if you like what I'm putting out, if you like my channeled message, if you want to see more of it, I'd love to hear from you. Please, if you haven't, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share, and that will be awesome. Because the messages that I'm getting is that I need to get them out further into the world, and YouTube is one way to do it. So let's see. So this is Ease and Grace. I like this. There's a portal again and the water flowing. So rather like the water, flow with ease and grace. Nice. And this one's here, which is courage and bravery. So I think for those of us that chose to be here on this earth at this time, it's because we are courageous and we are brave and we're here to do that work. That was our purpose, to be here. Oh, this one's just jumped out. Oh, I love this one. Expect miracles. So if we don't ask, we won't receive, is what I hear from that card. Expect miracles. So I think too many times we expect, it's our thoughts, right? So what they're showing me is a bubble, and we put these thoughts, which are not always positive. So like one of the cards said, you get one wish. It says expect miracles. I used to say years ago when I used to supervise visiting nurses, and I used to say, my standards are 100%. I expect 100% participation. I have high expectations, because if I didn't have high expectations, you wouldn't strive to reach 80%. If I only had 50% expectations, you might reach 20. My expectations are 100% that you're going to present as professional, present as knowledgeable, all of those things. It was back in the time when we were what we were called district nurses, but we're visiting nurses, and we wore uniforms, and we were expected, if we were in uniform, to look, present well, not wear a dirty uniform. Believe me, these are things that you wouldn't think you'd have to say to a nurse, but there was people that just, got sloppy. So that's, even though my expectation is that people should try to reach 100%. So if you have that expectation, everyone's going to meet a higher than if you just had lower expectations. Oh, this is interesting. Trust the universe, which is just what I was talking about. Look at that. Look at that. That's a spiral. And again, with these stars that I've been seeing coming in, these bright stars with sparks coming off them, there's been this swirling energy, and I see a lot of rainbow colors. Now that's, to me as well, when I first encountered my dragons that I did my oracle deck from, this is how they presented to me, was with all of these colors. I saw them as incoming, so streaks of vibrant colors. But this is what it reminds me of. And lots of people are seeing spiraled energy. So that's awesome. I haven't used Kyle Gray's cards for a while, so maybe I need to get back into them. And blessings and abundance. So not a bad card to end on. So many blessings and much abundance. So thank you. So I think that's all I have today. It's Sunday. It's another nice day. I'm probably going to do some reading outside this afternoon. I've been going and sitting out and getting my vitamin D for an hour or so and doing some reading, some of Dolores Cannon's, actually her daughter Julia's book that I'm reading, which is connecting disease or parts of the body to what is going on, which I love. It's nice to have a challenge sometimes too, which even though I wouldn't have put, having said that, I'm going, oh, I didn't know I was that sort of person. But I guess it's good for me because I'm not getting younger, I'm getting older, and to keep your mind active. And we're only as old as we feel we are. So I can tell you now, I do not feel my age. I can't actually believe that I'm the age I am, that I'm still working and I'm still enjoying working. There's some days that I wish I could just stay home, right? I think I used to have those days when I was younger. But it's about, I just shared this with somebody as well about just because this is the message I'm getting, just because we present for, what have I been on here, 30 minutes, just because we present as doing well, I have my not good days, and I've also come on here sometimes and said, I didn't come on Saturday because I was having a pity party or I wasn't feeling up to doing all of this. But it's also good for it, like you need to do what speaks to you, and it's good for my soul when I can interpret cards, when I can help people understand where they're coming from or help them connect with their dragons, because it isn't about me doing the work, it's about me helping you to connect so you can do the work with your dragons. That's where I've always come from. And yes, I do have knowledge, but it's for me to impart that knowledge, not necessarily say I'm the only one that can do this. And I would never say that. I would prefer to support you as you connect with your higher self or to your dragons so that you can do that healing. So that's sort of the message I've been given as well, that it's about supporting each other, because all of us that have woken up are here to support each other. So I hope that makes sense. I would love to hear from you. You can message me on YouTube. I'm going to put this on my Facebook page as well. You can email me at eastcoastdragonlady@gmail.com, or my website is www.eastcoastdragonlady.com. So really simple to find me. And I look forward to coming back with a message maybe in the week or at the end of the week. And Lionsgate is on the 8th, which is Tuesday, I believe. Anyway, where are we today? No, it isn't. It's the end of the week. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong calendar. So it's at the end of the week. Maybe I'll come on for Lionsgate. So have a good week, and I'll be back soon.